What up, chat? Whew, man. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy freaking Monday. Oh. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys doing amazing? Kicking off the week in the right note. Better be. Better not be bitching out already. Can't be bitching out. Literally in the first week. First day of the week. It just don't work. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome. Oh man. Bow, bow, bow. Good song. Streamer Beats. Yo, real quick, before we jump into the games tonight, let me ask you something. Let me just express something that I am. Two things, right? That kind of crossed my mind today. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, they're bathroom thoughts, right? Toilet thoughts. TT, the good old TTs. I want to know why people think it's okay to just try to do whatever they can to cancel somebody that literally is probably one of the most, I wouldn't say the most, but one of the most legitimate people in YouTube right now. And I'm not going to go into detail about what it is, but let's just say like this person is very, very popular and is always giving away massive amounts of things and, you know, money and wealth and all this other kind of stuff and prizes and cars and houses and islands and stuff like that, right? So you can put two and two together, figuring out who it is. But here's my thing, right? Here's my whole problem with this. Why? Because someone feels, well, all right, I'll just say it. I'll say it like this because I want to make sure that I'm sensitive in the sense of like not divulging all this information. But there's an issue where somebody said that they could not pronounce someone's name, right? Or actually, they just said I'm really bad with names. But before and had mentioned that they are, you know, there's too much, you know, room or too much space or too many people in this one call. So need to like get rid of somebody and get rid of two people. So they get rid of one person, they get rid of another person. You know, one reason was they said that I can't pronounce your name, but you know, hey, I'm sorry, but you know, whatever else. Not saying that I got to get rid of you because I can't pronounce your name. Not saying that, you know, I'm going to get rid of you because, you know, any reason other than the fact that it was just like, hey, there's too many people and those are the last two people there, right? This person is trying to say that they were being that they are being racist because they could not say their name. Like, you know how many times my last name gets mispronounced? You know how many times that I get called something completely different, right? Like, I'm not gonna grow out and say that this person is racist because of that. It's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Like, when I read that, I was like, you've got to be kidding me, right? Like, this is the problem with our society, that you just have the right that you think that you can just be like, oh, you're racist. No. I'm going to deny all rhyme, reason, logic, sense. No common sense is going to be used here. None at all. I'm not going to think like a smart person and a smart human. I'm going to think like an idiot. I'm going to knowingly go the opposite direction of what common sense and virtue and intelligence takes me, and I want to go down the dumbassery route, right? Which route is that way? How do I get to the dumbassery route, right? How do I do that? Oh, I gotta jump off this cliff? Okay, I'll do that. Like, that's the route that these people are taking. It just really annoyed me, frustrated the hell out of me just to see it. I'm being like, and then people coming behind them that have no weight bearing understanding, no knowledge of the situation at all, are being like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. You know, we got to make sure it gets better. This should be taken care of. I feel for you. but yet you have no context. You have no claim to what happened. You don't understand it. You weren't there. You didn't even most likely watch the full video, because if you did, there's no way that that could have been taken out of context. But yet you're gonna be in there and being like, yeah, let's go, yeah. Like, how are you gonna cheerlead something that you don't even know what you're doing? That's like walking up. That's like, honest to God, seeing somebody run and then you run because they're running. You don't know why you're running. For all you know, they could be just doing a daily job, but you just decide to start running and screaming because you see them running. Like, how does that work? Right? Like, what part of the brain are you missing that is what happens, right? The second thing is that I don't understand why in the world today, like with COVID and all this other kind of stuff, and we've had a year now, right? We're coming up on a year of the United States being on lockdown, right? Or in that lockdown area. Why the hell do we not have companies that just understand that, you know what, we can hire remote? That we can hire and remotely, and our people can work remotely. Like, it makes life happier for the most part. People that work remotely are usually more engaged with what they're doing. Like, their mental health is better because they're able to take a break, and get away. There's a lot less guilt when it comes to working from home. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, if you have someone that is willing to work from home and really put in the hours to work from home, you usually end up getting a better employee, because they will either A, be shit, or B, be disciplined enough to do it on their own. You know what I mean? And so I'm just looking at these companies, especially in the video game industry. What I'm seeing is like, and I understand like doing like graphic design, stuff like that can be remote or not remote. Like, you maybe need to be in house and whatever. Completely understand that, right? But when I see something like a sales position, a biz op position, a biz dev position, a whatever, strategic sales manager, anything like that, partnership manager, anything in this industry, it's always like, oh, you got to live in Irvine. Oh, you got to live in California. Oh, you got to live in Seattle. Oh, you got to live wherever the company is at. Why? You guys do understand that our entire job, our entire industry, all of it is built online, right? Like, everything that you're going after, content creators, all that kind of shit, it's all digital. It's all online, right? Like, what does it matter? Why do I need to be there versus being at home, comfortable in a setup that's got more than enough than what I need to do that? Like, I don't understand it. And you lose out on so much talent because of it. Like, if you really think about it, you lose out on so much talent because you're only saying, I'm going to live in Irvine, or I have to live in Irvine. I only want applications for people that are willing to move out to Irvine. And let me tell you something, or California or Seattle. Let me tell you something. California is a shithole right now. Like, why would you want to move out there? Right? And you're missing out on very good qualified people because they can't just uproot their entire life and move out to wherever you are at. Right? And like, the other side of that is that 9 times out of 10, if you do go work for one of these companies, and it's like a startup job, or not a startup job, but like not an intern role, but like not a senior role or whatever else. You know what happens? You end up like that job ends up going away, or you grow from that position, and now you're stuck in a place that you can't afford or don't want to be, right? And then you're trying to get out, you're trying to find other places, and then to get out, it's so expensive, it's ridiculous. Like, why would we not embrace the idea of working from home? Companies that right now that do not embrace the working from home lifestyle need to smarten up, because they are going to go the way of Kodak and the way of all of these companies, BlackBerry or whatever else, that just refuse to transition and with the times and move and understand like better practices. Like, I know of so many companies that are like, no, we're remote now only because we understand now that works. Like, we can do that, right? Like, they have a building if you want to go into it, but you can opt to work remotely. You know what I mean? And like, why would you not want to do that? That just, it legitimately to me makes no sense as why you would not want to have employees work remotely. I saw it today with a job that I was like, oh, that would be a really cool position to like, be at if you were starting out or wanting to get in this industry. Then I was like, oh, it's only based in Irvine, California. Like, one, who the fuck wants to move to Irvine? Two, who the fuck wants to move to California? And three, why are you limiting yourself to only that pool of candidates? But then, you know what the crazy thing is that in 6 months to a year, you're going to see that opening again, because the people that they hired are just quick people that want to get in the industry. They're going to get out here. That's what they're here for. Like, you're not going to have any kind of long lasting tenure. I don't know. This is a big rant, but it just pissed me off. It really did. Like, it's the problem, like, with society as a whole today. Like, it just has to be this idea that, like, I'm right, you're wrong, and blah, 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 blah. And, like, you know, there's no bending. There's no whatever else. It's like, I don't know, man. It blew me away. So anyway, those things today I saw. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. So please, one, wise up about, you know, when you're gonna go out there and say that you need someone canceled, or that you need, you know, someone needs to take action, you know, against what's going on. Make sure you have context on what it is, and not just sitting there ranting and raving for the hell of it. And secondly, if you're a company, understand that working remotely does not mean a less of an employee. It actually means that you're probably going to get more done and more a happier, healthier work-life balance from an employee, which is going to in turn equal to be just a better overall employee. That's all I'm saying. Send thoughts. That's all I'm saying.